Hello Capricorn, welcome to the Very Virgoan channel. My name is Veronica Virgo and I'm here to give you your October 2022 monthly reading. Here are the cards I'm using tonight, this lovely whimsical Halloween tarot that I'm busting out for the first time just for you. And if you're a regular watcher or subscriber, I'm going to be using the spell casting cards I used back in August. We'll talk a little bit about the symbology, and then I will give you a spell that you can use this month if you choose to do so. And then I'll follow up with the tarot dice as always. So let's get started, Capricorn, on your October 2022 overview. This will be a 5-card reading covering your career, finance, health, love, and some advice. So let's get started. Okay, we have the King of Imps. The Imps correspond with wands in this deck, and the King is someone who has lived a lot of lives. He has overcome many a challenge, and he is a leader by nature. People defer to him, they give him respect, because he's been through it all. Perhaps you are a manager, you have people working beneath you that you are responsible for. I do want to say, although this devil here looks pretty beneficent, he's actually, seems like he's just enjoying the interaction between the tiny lizard and the kitty there. You might want to just be careful of anyone spreading gossip about you. Just be mindful of it. Don't be paranoid. Okay, don't be paranoid, but just be kind of mindful that folks they truly have your back, I think is what I'm looking for here, Capricorn. And Capricorns by nature are leaders, so this is a card that comes very easily to you, I guess I should say. But it's nice to see it reinforced. Okay, let's look at your finances. Wheel of Fortune. Well, we have someone here who he has a little bit of consternation going on. And again, I say he, but this is not gender specific, any of these cards. You may feel like, although typically Capricorns are really great at pulling in money, you may feel like you're kind of going round and round on the wheel because you have a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you have a lot of children, or you have multiple families because you've been married a couple of different times. A lot of people pulling you a lot of different directions. Maybe you have several kids that are going to college at the same time, that sort of thing. But what the wheel generally represents is a change, a shift in fates, a new cycle. So putting that in conversation with your career card, it may be that you're feeling a little adrift in your current position. Maybe you want to move into a different type of career. Maybe you're looking at other opportunities. Maybe it's time to strike out on your own. I mean, you have the natural curiosity here at the bottom between the cat and the salamander, and you're looking away from it. So maybe you need to move into entrepreneurship or something like that, Capricorn. It might take you off that wheel or that treadmill that you're kind of feeling yourself on as far as the money that you're bringing in. It's like, oh wow, I'm bringing in a lot of money, but I'm not able to enjoy it myself. Your health is represented by the Queen of Imps, which is kind of interesting that it follows just one card away. I think we need to look at that. The Queen of Imps is very perceptive. She's being offered the Sunflower, which is a card of purpose and joy. But at the same time, you know, sunflowers are very complex. I mean, they're mathematically a very complex card, and that's something that the Queen represents. But she's able to discern every single seed in that piece, and it's probably part of why this person who adores her, who's underneath her, is handing this to her, because they know she can handle the sunflower. So with this sort of looking away and then looking toward, I'm thinking, Capricorn, you need a new challenge in your life. And it may be that if you need to stay on this track a little bit longer because you have lots of people that you're responsible to, you may be able to find sort of a new vista or a new challenge for yourself in your area of health. So maybe you can take on a new regime. Maybe if you're not a runner, you could take up running. You know what? Well, I'm not going to say how old I am, but I'm older than the average watcher because I get all the stats, right? All the analytics. And I just took up running on a really bad knee. And I have to take breaks. There's days I have to give myself breaks. But when I am done with my workout, I feel incredible. So, maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's weight training. This is the wand. She's holding fire. Maybe it's something totally cuckoo crazy. Maybe you want to be a fire eater. Now, granted, that's not probably great for your health. So it's probably wrong for me to even suggest that in this position. But, you see these two statues that have this almost kind of slyness to their expressions. Maybe it's something completely off the wall for you. You become a tightrope walker. You become an aerialist. Have you seen those with the scarf, kind of long things, and they roll themselves up and roll themselves down, and there's all this fabric on her. So I'm just thinking like something really gonzo, Capricorn, that as a fellow earth sign, I understand the desire to stay grounded, but the Queen is a card of air and a card of spirit. So I'm just saying, put your thinking cap on, get creative, come up with something that's going to give you an outlet for your sort of disillusionment or your disarray. How about love? Okay, these imps are you are all about the wands, my friend. You're all about the wands today. 6 of imps. Now, the 6 of imps represent like a victory, a communal victory. And all of these little devils here, these little imps, are waiting for their public reward. It's like they're on the back of the horse. They're being marched into the square for a public reward. So it might be that this card and this card is representing a relationship that you're in. And together, you two have a business, or you have some sort of creative, intellectual endeavor, maybe your fellow life coaches, that you two are just kind of biding your time until you start to get publicly recognized. And it might be interesting if the two of you can work out together and you can fuel each other. You can light each other's fires. Honestly, it could be very sensual for you and very sexy to come out of this workout like super hot and slippery and sweaty. And I mean, I'm just saying, we earth signs, we like our sensuality. All right, let's see what your advice is, Capricorn. We have 5 of ghosts. Now this is sort of interesting. Ghosts, are represented by cups. And this card actually represents some disappointment or grief. And as advice, it's a very strange card to get. And I put it directly under the Wheel of Fortune because this is someone who looks rather lost. And this is someone or someones who look rather lost. So I think the advice is you may be feeling adrift right now. You may be feeling like as much as you've accomplished, as strong as you are, as much as you present as successful outwardly, you feel like something's missing. You're waiting for that public recognition. But where it starts is with you, with your own excitement, with your own desire to wake up and do the thing, whatever the thing is. And I really think that whomever you're involved with or whomever you may become involved with along this course you're going to help buoy each other up. You're going to have this natural curiosity for each other, and it's going to keep that wheel turning in a way that's like forward momentum rather than just spinning out of control. And I think you're going to be able to find that through engaging in creative ways to present yourself, probably through your health, through this very organic health based launching place. And then you won't feel so lost. Then even if it takes a while for the accolades to come, you still have a routine. You still have something that's giving you fuel for your fire. Do you understand me, Capricorn? I hope you do, because it's making sense to me. Don't get lost in your doubt. Don't get lost in like, geez, another day of this? Go, wow, I am alive to do this another day. Compassion. It's a beautiful card. And this, along with this, tells me that you need to get out of your own head and you need to think about whatever it is that you do in your life for a vocation that brings money into the house. You need to think about it in a way that helps other people. If you can find a way to incorporate those principles into whatever it is that you do, then it gives it meaning. You've got the structure of the health regime to help you get up and be excited about the day, but then you can know at the end of the day what you have done has helped other people. And for me, that's what it's all about. Like, there's no reason to be here if I can't help elevate others. And I don't say that to like give myself a pat on the back. It's just how I feel. All right, Capricorn, let's see what your guidance is for compassion. It's time to soften your heart a little and offer a sympathetic ear to those close to you who are in need of your love and support at this time. Often, emotional hurts cause the heart chakra to close, preventing any feelings of tenderness towards others. It's time to break down your defenses and remember that a trouble shared is a trouble halved. Try to imagine how it feels from another's point of view as you start to hone your natural warmth and sympathetic nature. Compassion occurs when your heart expands and opens up to embrace both the emotions of others and those of your own. So go easy on yourself. This is beautiful. This is no slight on you, Capricorn, but you are known for your sort of cold clinical assessment of things. It's not that you don't have a heart. It's just that it's deeply protected and sometimes put on the shelf in the interest of other things. You love fiercely and you will literally die for the people that you love. But outwardly, sometimes you can seem a little clinical. So in order to get to these public accolades, if that's important for you, you have to exercise that compassion and remember what it's all for, okay? Not just those in your circle, but radiating out and radiating out. It's like the Buddhist meditation of sending love out into the world, and you start small, and then you think about the people around you, and then you think about your neighbors, and then you think about your community, and then you think about, and it keeps growing out. Here's your spell. Hold a green crystal to your heart chakra on a waxing gibbous moon phase on a Friday at dusk. That's specific. Take a deep breath to go within and say, crystals heal a broken heart, emotions ready to impart, sympathy or tender touch, kind words welcome very much. Charity begins at home, but let pity freely roam, love, support, and hugs all round. Now compassion has been found. That's so beautiful. So beautiful, Capricorn. Okay, let's see your dice here. We have Venus, we have a 10, and we have Scorpio. So I'm thinking that this person, your queen, if you are a male, or your king, if you are female, is a Scorpio. So be willing to move, and if they're born in the 10th month in October, even more. Okay, you got Venus here, which is the love. So this is all about the relationship. If you're in love with a Scorpio, be willing to dive deep into their watery depths. Scorpios can be terrifying because they will take you to the darkest places, but it's actually a place of love. They're wanting to experience every phase of love that they can. So be willing to experience that, and that's really going to help you with your compassion, Capricorn. It's going to help you tap into that part of yourself that sometimes you do put on the shelf for other reasons. So I think that's really all I have to say for you. It's a very interesting, like very detailed reading for you. Lots of moving parts, and even in having spewed it all out to you, I feel like I need to go back and watch it again to get all the details. And that's not me trying to get clicks. It's just me saying it's a lot to take in. So feel free to come back and refer to this as much as you want to, because you are truly having a transformative month. You're in the 10th month. And my goodness, if you are involved with the Scorpio, take their lessons. Take their lessons, because there will be a point in their lives that they need to take yours. All right, Capricorn, I will be back on the 9th for your full moon reading. I'm also going to be doing a Halloween night live reading session for my subscribers only. It's going to be a little costume Halloween party. So I hope to see you there. And until then, I'll see you on the flip side.